Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Die of the Week. We are up to number 4, and we have a few channels playing along. So as I discover them, I'm definitely adding them to my playlist, and I'll start dropping their channel links down below. So thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Rhonda, for playing. I started this because I am the biggest culprit for buying dyes and not using them. And I felt that this was a way to hold me accountable. If I had purchased it, then I need to use it. So this was a set for Specimen dyes. I bought this off of Temu. These work together in conjunction, and then these work together as well. And depending on how you want to use it, is how it cuts. So this frame gives you this centerpiece and the frame. Now the paper I'm using, this is file folder with shoe polish. I love using that technique, so you get the frame out of that, plus the centerpiece that you can use for something else. This one actually gives you the frame, which you can use for something else. It gives you the specimen window and the little box that pops out of it that you can use for something else. And then this one I didn't cut because it's pretty basic, and you'll see what it looks like on this one. This is what it gives you. You get the little stitched window on the inside, which is very useful. And then you get all the holes with the stitching detail. And this is very similar, except it would have been a square. So I figured we would have a play. I am working on a lap book. And I figured I can potentially use some of this. So I did pull out my distress ink. I'll be using, what is that one? Ground Espresso, my well-loved block. And I brought out this stamp set because I figured I would do some stamping to fill up the, to zhuzh it up a little bit. I do have a silicone mat that is wipeable underneath, so I'm not afraid, but yet I am. Let me get, I don't want it to, if it was just me, I would have just stamped away, but I'm doing it for you guys, and I don't want that background to be distracting for you. So I figured I would want to capture the part that says field notes. It says field label. And then that just offset. And then maybe just capture the top portion on the back. And I realize my stamp is crooked. That's okay. And I just want it subtle. I don't want it too dark. I'll clean these after. And then maybe, what is this? This is just a row of numbers. Sorry, let me try to put it straight because that might drive a few of you bonkers for seeing it all crooked. Maybe this one I'll do in black. And I hope I'm in the middle and not upside down. Okay, that'll work. And then maybe another thin one along the side. What does this one say? Identification check. Let me make sure I'm the right way. Let's do that one in black as well, and maybe go this way on the back. Okay, I'm liking it so far. And then maybe let's do that. Let's go back to the brown. Loki says hello. There. Ooh, I like that. And then let's get something else. Let's go for some big numbers. I don't know if it'll fit, but we're going to give it a shot. So let's do 785, even if it overlaps. Okay. Very faint, very subtle, but I like it. Maybe I could just off stamp here. Let's do this. 7 there. me fold this, and maybe I can get a 5 here. Guys, don't try what I'm trying and mess up your project. I'm not a lefty. By no means. Okay, that'll work. All right, let me stop because I have a habit of doing overkill. But while I have these out, let's go ahead and stamp this one. So I think let's do this. I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm sorry I did not ask, but I do hope you are all doing well and staying safe. This weather is ridiculously, it's crazy. The weather is out of control. Do you think it fits? I think it fits just a little bit. Very faint. You hardly even see it. Let's try over here. Yeah, it says filed. And then let's judge up the back, which is this one. So I'll use that side, and maybe let's use this instead. And maybe this one I'll go a little darker. This one says Specimen. Maybe a little bit off the page. Oh, I like that. And maybe up here we'll do the other half. Okay. So I have been playing with a bunch of different, let's put some numbers, things, and I have my project plate is full. I love it though, and I love having a purpose to be able to create and play with my supplies and all that good stuff. Let's do a smaller stamp. I don't know which way that's going. Okay, so it's this way. And I feel like I need to fill up the rest of, let's do this, these smaller spaces. Let's go this way. And then maybe a little bit there. And maybe a little bit there. And then second generation. Okay, so there we have it. That's it for the stamping. All right, we can put that away and we can start putting it together. So I pulled out some of these dies. Sorry about the sirens. These are from Dollar Tree. This is where I purchased them, and they are pretty symmetrical. Ooh, sorry about that. That is really, really loud. It means it's really, really close, and I hope everybody is safe. So I'm gonna glue these together, and I'm gonna let that dry. Make sure they're one on top of the other. Put that there, and then I have this one, which I thought would be fun. Okay. And what I have in here is just regular Elmer's glue. Ooh. Somebody caught Loki's attention in the window. Now, I'm just doing this for stability. You don't have to double it unless you were doing 2 of these back to back. So this way, when you flip it, you will have an image on both sides. I'm just doing it because I want to give it strength. And before I glue this down, and you can see the little border around it, I actually like that. So let me just distress this just a little bit so it'll be more predominant. Loki, my darling, honey, what's wrong? What's wrong, sweetheart? And I also want to get inside that window. He's been good. We just had a storm pass by. I'm pre-recording this for Monday. Yeah, this side. I have to do both sides anyway. You can round the corners. I wouldn't suggest it because there is stitching on this one and it'll probably take away from the stitching. So I've been pulling out my dies and really looking at what I have, what I haven't used, how long has it been in my stash. Shame on me. And just pulling them out. I believe I got these over last summer. That's sad. That's really sad. I think it was part of my birthday gift from my son, and my birthday was in August, so here we are in June, and now is when I'm pulling them out. There's my point. Okay, so this one, I think I want on this one because it's smaller, but I want to put a piece of acetate. So I did pull out some spare pieces of acetate from previous projects, and I'm just going to cut off these rough edges so it'll lay flat, and I'm going to guesstimate because this is going to be trapped inside. So maybe around here. Too big, a little less. And I can tell I have the protective film on top. And then for height, I'm gonna take off maybe, I'd rather start small and then work my way up. Yeah, just a little bit more. All right, so this is all trash. Let me just get it out of the way so it doesn't bother you. Let's see. Yeah, it has the protective film. Okay. So that's for the small one, and I'm going to use my 1/8 inch tape. And then I'm just going to, and you probably can't see this, but I'm just going to put tape along the outer edge. This is going to get sandwiched in, but I just want the appearance of a window. Oop, cut that one a little too short. Make sure I'm straight. Okay. Dolly, you're doing horrible. Stop ripping. Maybe it'll help if I put my glasses on. And then let's do the last one. Okay. It's just so thin. So I just want to burnish that down. Okay. And then give it a dry fit. So I want to make sure that it fits in the window. And it does. Let's close this. Yes. Okay. So before I glue that down, I'm going to want to mark where my butterfly is going to go. And I think I'm going to want it. I'm going to have to trim some of this off. It's too much white. Okay. Let's distress that a little bit. I'm gonna mark where it's gonna go, and I don't need much glue, so it's gonna go probably right about there. And then I'm just going to lift it a little bit just to get at least the center adhered. So I'm gonna close it, and I hope I'm in frame, guys. If not, give me a second. And that's where it's gonna live. Pretty easy. Okay, let's add the window, and then we can build the next one. What really would have looked really nice is if I had small brads. I don't have really small brads, but wouldn't that look amazing in those holes for that added detail? I thought that would look amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna lay it on the inside, and then I'm gonna close my window. So that's what it's looking like so far. Now I can close the whole thing. And I think I'm gonna wanna use double-sided tape again, because that is acetate. And that quickly I lost where I tossed the tape. Isn't that wonderful? Does that happen to you guys? It's right in front of me. Look at that. I guess it does. All right, so I'm gonna lay tape here. Okay. And I might just add a little bit of glue on the top as well. Okay. Lay some more tape here. And these, I really am enjoying doing this. Just gonna burnish it down, and I will add a little bit of wet glue just to make sure that it sticks. This is for decorative pieces in my journal. I don't think it's I'm gonna make, well, I might, because I decorated the back. Make it as something that can come in and out of the pocket. But I'm gonna go very light because I don't want that glue to spread just more on the edges into my window. That's what I'm afraid of. Just very light, and then we're gonna give it a good press. So there is our little specimen car. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's so cute. All right, let me put that there. Let's do the next one. All right, so this is my back. This is my front. This is what I want to live in the inside of this one. I'm just gonna quickly just distress those edges. And again, you don't have to do what I did and do two. Either way, they look identical to me. All right, so that's gonna go there. All right, this is gonna be centered in here, so he will live there. All right, okay. So we are gonna come in with some glue, roughly, just to tack them down. All right, the wings. And then I'm gonna stick him down, and then I'm gonna come back and see how that fits in the window. And I like that, just like that. Okay, so now we need a piece of acetate for this one. So again, with my scraps from previous projects, we're just gonna roughly figure this out. So maybe let's do here, cut this in half. Nope, too much. Cut another sliver. Okay, I think this one, I'll cut a little bit more. These little pieces are wonderful for these types of things. And then I see the film. It's on this side. There we go. Let's see. Let's see, does it fit? And yep, we look good. Okay, so now I'm gonna lay. Let me get these little pieces out of the way. These I hang on to for things just like this. And we're gonna get this double-sided tape again, which blends in too well on my desk. Did I just take the piece that I needed? I think I did. Here we go. Is it this one? Yes, it is. In my haste to clean up, I took the piece that I needed. Okay, I'm gonna come around this way. I think these are gonna look so cute in my journal. Not my journal, my lap book, because this is where it's going. I think. I don't know. I don't know yet. But that was the intention. Alright, let me burnish that really well. Then we're gonna take that off. I'm gonna take that off. This one. And then we're gonna just get it roughly in there. So let's see. Oh. Loki, my darling. Alright. So this is gonna sit right in here. Yep, there we go. Woo. And then we're gonna do the same thing to attach it with a little bit of wet glue to the base. Look, he's on patrol. Do you guys hear his little feet? I'm always curious about that. Let me know if you hear his little feet. For a little guy, he sure walks hard. It sounds really loud to me. Alright, so we're just going to add a little bit of wet glue. Try not to get my fingerprint in the center there, especially on the inside. Okay. We're just going to put a little bit, very little. I'm actually surprised I'm pulling this off with this nozzle. Alright, and then we're going to center this. Let's do this. Right around there. And having that wet glue actually gives you a little bit of wiggle time. So I'm gonna let that sit there, and we'll go back and take a look at what we did. Let's take a look. I would love to know if you guys have this die. I bought it on Temu about almost a year ago, close to a year ago, and now is when I'm actually utilizing it. Let me cover up my glue, and let me get all these little bits out of here. Having a silicone mat is great, but everything sticks to it. All right, let's see what we did. So this is the first one. This is the smaller one, and I think it came out really cute. We did some stamping, offsetting, different colors, black and ground espresso. We put the butterfly from Dollar Tree, those ephemera packs, and we actually put an acetate in the front to make it look like it is a specimen card, and decorated the back. So this can sit inside of a pocket, pull it out, and be part of your ephemera. And then the bigger one is this one. And same thing, larger butterfly, off stamping. This one has the stitch detailing, and then we also decorated the back. And these were the dies that we used today to create these. All right, my friends, I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week at the hashtag Die of the Week 2024. Please use the hashtag, or if not, tag me. I would love to see if you guys have pulled out your dies that you've never played with or haven't played with in quite a while. That was the intention creating this series, is to utilize the things that I have. All right, my friends, Take care, stay blessed, stay crafty, and see you at the next one. Bye-bye now.